Baby is all I can say. Yesterday was a heater. Today we're here for the NFL stream on Prizepicks for 10-6 for the Thursday night matchup between Denver and Indy. First, we have to take a look at what happened yesterday in the MLB. So if we look at yesterday's MLB, Nick Pivetta had a push for me. Outside of that, it was a perfect card. I hope you guys tailed. I have countless amount of dollars lost by Pivetta pushing after three strikeouts in the first inning. Clawed his way to 5. Literally down to the second to last batter. But as you can see, yesterday was an absolute monstrous day for me. So yeah, if you tailed, congratulations, guys. That was a hell of a way to send off the MLB. I'm glad they do have props up for the playoff stuff already. That's cool. I'm excited about that, but that's not why we're here today. We'll get to that tomorrow. So, to business. Pick number 1 for tonight's game. We're going to be looking at Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce has been not heavily targeted, but for his role, he's been heavily targeted. Game 1, he went 0 for 3, I believe. After that, he has seen, I believe, 6 of 7 receptions, catching 3 and 4. So his prop is juiced over 2.5 right now. 3, I think, is going to wind you up in a push unless you're very confident he's going to get 4. I do think the yardage play is better. Obviously, he had no catches week 1. Week 2 and week 3, just absolutely smashed his 34.5 line, doubled it plus. So this is pick 1 I am taking. Again, you can play the receptions prop if you would rather. Totally up to you. You could play his fantasy score if you'd like to. Either way, he's crushed, There are options. Alec Pierce is a very good play today. If we look at Alec Pierce on the sports book, for his yardage prop, it is basically a coin flip. For his receptions, he's juiced heavily to the over 2.5. So, again, either way, it's kind of what your gut feels best about with that play. Back to the board. Next play is going to be Courtland Sutton. We're going to be looking at Courtland's receptions. So we're going to be looking at the 5 receptions. I don't mind the yardage. Again, either way, whatever you feel better about. Yardage, he's cleared all but last week. His receptions, he's cleared every week. Last week was a push. I feel better about the receptions just because Courtland isn't a huge downfield threat like Jerry Jeudy is. He's more of that, quick get that ball out, 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. He gets 5 of those, and all of a sudden where he picks up a 48-yard gain, we're shy, but he had 7 receptions. So for me, the receptions prop is the way to go. Let's take a look where they have it. Juiced incredibly heavily at minus 183 over 4.5 receptions. They also have the receiving yards over 65.5, juiced pretty heavily at minus 127. But when you compare a minus 127 line versus a minus 183 line, that minus 183 line is much more likely to hit according to the statistics. So again, I like the play for the fact that he has done better when it comes to the receptions in comparison to the yardage per reception. So that is, as well as the line, is going to be my reason for playing the reception prop for Sutton. So these are both mores. So on to the next pick. This will be my last core play. It's going to be Matt Ryan. It's going to be his over pass completions at 20.5. I think this is set incredibly too low. If we look at Matt Ryan on Pinnacle, he is looking at pass attempts. Nope, I want pass completions. Pass completions over 19.5 at minus 139. We have the minus 20. We have the 20.5 line on Prizepicks, so it's 1 reception higher, but it is juiced pretty favorably in our direction. If you wanted to look at the attempts, this looks even tastier if it is at 32.5 on Prizepicks. Let's take a look. It's at 33. So the pass attempts may be a better route to go. You see he's pretty much taking care of business when it comes to pass attempts. And on completions, same thing. He came just shy one game, and the rest he's hit it. So, again, the books say that the pass attempts is the better. I personally like the pass completions. Either way, whatever you feel better about. Either way, I like to the over. Completely up to you, though. Once again, this line for the 33 pass attempts is more likely to hit according to the books. So we'll leave that on as pick 3. So I have 2 more picks to be your 4th pick if you choose, or to make it picks 4 and 5. The first one being Russell Wilson and his rushing prop of over 13.5 yards. I do feel like he'll be under a little bit of pressure, as he has been under pressure all year so far. So he's going to have to scramble. So this 13.5 yards, I do like the over. Let's see what the books have to say about Russell Wilson rushing tonight. Russell Wilson rushing yards. All right, so he's actually juiced pretty much coin flip for 13.5 yards. That has moved drastically since last night. I don't love that play quite as much. So if you want to completely forget I even said this, unless you do like this play, I still do like the play. But the other play I was going to offer to you is Brandon McManus over 1.5 field goals. He has hit this every game this year except for last week because he missed a field goal. But he has had the opportunity to kick at least 2 field goals per game. So perhaps these will be the 4 picks that I'm going to shoot out your way, and we'll leave the Russ Wilson rushing prop to you to decide if you want to use. But I do feel incredibly good about the Alec Pierce, Courtland Sutton, and Matt Ryan projected pass attempts or his completions, either which way. Good luck today, guys. If you're tailing, please like and subscribe. I really want to get the count up to 1,000 so I can start running some live streams with you guys and to get your intake on some of these plays. Doing this as a community is a much more efficient way of winning than doing it by yourself. And that's part of the reason I'm putting these videos out right now, is I was doing this by myself and it wasn't really working. I found one person who I have a like-mindedness with when it comes to stuff like this, and since we've talked, we have both done dramatically better. So I do want to open this up and try to get this to become more of a back and forth between myself and my subscribers, so we can talk this out and kind of feel where everyone is at, look at it in a grander scheme, and see if we can not make some money together. So again, please like and subscribe if this has done any help for you, and we will see you tomorrow for some MLB, where I'm quite excited for. Until then, guys, peace.